Hello, my name is Reski. I'm a student from Bandung, Indonesia. I'm going to explain oligopoly and firm architecture from Chapter 9, Managerial Economics in Global Economic by Dominic Salvatore. Oligopoly is market structure in which a small number of firms compete. Computer software, airplane manufacture, and international air transportation are examples of oligopolistic industry. Criteria of oligopoly: few seller of product, non-price competition, barrier to entry means there is strength, and duopoly is the two seller equal a situation in which two companies own all or nearly all the market for given product or service. Duopoly is the most basic form of oligopoly, market dominated by a small number of companies. Duopoly can have the same impact on the market as a monopoly if the two players collude on prices or output. Collusion results in a consumer paying higher price, and then they will truly competitive in market, and sometimes it's considered illegal. If the product is homogeneous, then it's pure oligopoly. Same if differentiated product, then it's differentiated oligopoly. Source of oligopoly. First, economy of scale may operate over a sufficiently large range of output as to leave only few firms supplying in the entire market. Huge capital investment and specialized input are usually required to enter oligopolistic industry. Few firms may own patent or for the exclusive right to produce a commodity or to use a particular production process. Established firms may have a loyal following of customers based on product quality and service or brand that new firm would find very difficult to match. Few firms may own or control the entire supply of raw material required in the production of product. The government may give a franchise to only few firms to operate in the market. And another barrier is the limit pricing. This is happen when existing firms charge price low enough to discourage entry into the industry. And measure of oligopoly. The degree by which an industry is dominated by few large firms is measured by concentration ratio. This gives percentage of total industry sales of the 4, 8, or 12 largest firms in an industry. An industry in which the 4-firm concentration ratio is close to 100 is clearly oligopolistic. Another method of estimating the degree of concentration in an industry is Herfindahl index. The symbol is H. This is given sum of the square market share of all firms in an industry. Theory of contestable market that developed during 1980s. If an industry has single firm or only a few firms, it will still operate as if were perfectly competitive if entry is absolutely free and if exit is entirely costless. Then firms will operate as if they are perfectly competitive. The next is about Carnot model. The French economist Augustin Carnot introduced as the first formal oligopoly model more than 160 years ago. The Carnot model is useful in highlighting the interdependence that exists among oligopolistic firms. Basic behavioral assumption made in the Carnot model is that firms maximize profit under the assumption that market rival will not change their rate or production. If the duopolies don't recognize their interdependence, then continue to Bertrand model, which each firm assume that their market rival will not change their price. But Bertrand model also sign of the price war. The Carnot model, this application of Carnot model. Example, two firm, duopoly, identical product, marginal cost is zero. Initially firm A has a monopoly, then later firm B enters the market. The adjustment process. Entry by firm B reduce the demand for firm A products. Firm A react by reducing output, which increase demand for firm B products. Firm B reacts by increasing output, which reduce demand for firm A products. Firm A then reduce output further. This continues until equilibrium is attained.
In the left panel, D is the market demand curve for spring water. The marginal cost of production is assumed to be zero when only firm A is in the market, and the firm maximizes profit by selling at $6. Firm B enter and now maximize profit at $3. duopolies now facing each other and can maximize profit by selling at $4.5. The process continues until each duopoly at point E and sells at $4.
Equilibrium in current model happens when firms are maximizing profit. Simultaneously, the market is shared equally among the firms. Price is above the competitive equilibrium and below the monopoly equilibrium. And next is about King demand curve model. King demand curve model proposed by Paul Zwengli in 1939 in an attempt to explain the price rigidity that was often observed in many oligopolistic models. Zwengli assumed if an oligopolist raises price, other firms will not follow, so demand will be elastic. If an oligopolist lower price, other firms will follow, so demand will be inelastic. Then the implication is that that demand curve will be king. Marginal revenue will have discontinuity and the oligopolist will not change price when marginal cost change.
The King demand curve model. The demand curve facing the oligopolies is D or ABC and has a king at prevailing market price of $6 and quantity of 40 units, on the assumption that competitor match price cuts but not price increase. The base level of output of the oligopolies is 40 units and is given by point E at which the marginal cost curve intersects the discontinuous portion of marginal revenue curve.
In the King demand curve model, oligopolies did not collude to restrict or eliminate competition in order to increase profit. That happened in collusion, which is cooperation among the firms to restrict competition in order to increase profit. Market sharing cartel, which is collusion to divide up markets, and centralized cartel, which is formal agreement among member firms to set a monopoly price, restrict output, incentives to cheat.
The centralized cartel, D, is the total market demand curve and marginal revenue is the corresponding marginal revenue curve for the two firms centralized cartel. The marginal cost for the cartel is obtained by summing the horizontal marginal curve of the two firm members. The centralized authority will set price at $8 and sales quantity at 50 units. If firm 1 sells 20 units at a profit $1 per unit and $20 in total, and firm 2 will sell 30 units at a profit $2 per unit and $60 in total. The share of each firm could, however, be determined by bargaining.
One way of making necessary adjustment in oligopolistic market without fear of starting a price war and without overt collusion is by price leadership. The next is implicit collusion. Example of by gambling. The player with the best hand might more money in the long run when opponent falls to a bet, even if that opponent is folding correctly and would be making a personal mistake to call the bet. The price leader is usually the largest or dominant firm in the industry. It could also be the low-cost firm or any other firm recognized as the true interpreter or barometer of change in industry demand and cost condition warranting a price change. Demand curve is defined as the market demand curve less supply by the followers, and the followers is target market price as given and behave as perfect competitors.
DT is the market demand curve for the product and sigma marginal cost. F is the marginal cost curve of all the follower firms in the industry. The leader will set price at $6 in order to maximize its total profit.
Efficient on oligopoly in the long run, oligopoly may lead to following harmful effect. When price is usually greater the long run average cost, or LIC. Quantity borders usually thus corresponding to minimum LIC. Price is usually greater than long run marginal cost. So there is an under-allocation of the economic resource to the firm in oligopolistic. When an oligopolist produces differentiation, too much may be spent on advertising model and change. Sales maximization model, proposed by William Baumol, which postulates that manager of modern corporations seeks to maximize sales after an adequate rate. Return has been earned to satisfy stockholder. Managers seek to maximize sales after ensuring that adequate rate of return has been earned. Rather than to maximize profit, sales or total revenue will be at a maximum when the firm produces a quantity that sets marginal revenue equal to zero.
Sales maximization model. The RTC and P refer respectively to total revenue, total cost, total profit of the oligopolistic firm. P equal to total revenue minus total cost and is maximized at $90 when quantity equal 40 and total revenue equal to $2040. On the other hand, total revenue is maximum at $2050 when quantity at 50 and P equal to $70.
During the past decade, trend forward the formation of global oligopolies has accelerated as the world's largest corporations have been getting bigger and bigger through internal growth and mergers. The reason is advance in communication and transportation. Tastes become the same over the world, reduction of barriers to international trade. Accelerator of the ideal firm concentrate on its core competency and outsource all other activity. The ideal firm will also be a learning organization that engage in system thinking on how to deepen its core competency and develop new ones. The ideal firm will operate extremely efficient factory or plant. These will be generally smaller than they are today, more flexible and able to shift gear quickly. Then they will be closer to market and more focused producing one or a very few related products. The ideal firm will have a convergent accelerator that fully and seamlessly integrate the physical and the virtual world to maximize the benefit of each as well as the synergy that exists between them. The ideal firm is a real-time enterprise. It will use information technology to become a real-time enterprise and organization that is able to react instantaneously. The virtual corporation is temporary network of independent companies, supplier, customer, and even rival coming together with each contributing its core competence to quickly take advantage of fast-changing opportunity. Licensed enterprise are network of independent firms that form a strategic alliance to build the capability and to have the geographic presence needed to be global leaders in their field. They created value by leveraging this complementary. So that's it about all about oligopoly by Dominic Salvatore. Thank you and